Hey, good people. How are you today? We are outside for a few minutes. Hope you're ready for this. Introducing you to part five. This is a journey, it's taken a little bit of time. Just stick with me, okay? It's all new to me. I'm learning as I go, and I hope you are enjoying what I'm bringing to you. All right, let's get ready. Are you ready? Hello, once again, everyone, and welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts with Tracy. I'm on this journey, as you know, if you've been following. This will be the part five of this motorcycle helmet restoration. So the next step that I'm going to take, I sprayed it with this Watco clear varnish. I only gave it a couple coats, but that varnish is not UV protectant. And so I have finally found, am I in the camera? This Verathane Spar Varnish Excellent UV Protection. So I am going to give this a good coat. And from my research, what it takes is about 4 coats. So it has 2, and I'm not even going to count those. We're going to start coat 1 with this Spar Varnish UV Protection. Ooh, I'm glad I'm outside because it has a terrible smell. It is strong. And it's a little windy, right? Of course, when I want to spray paint. It's beautiful out here. The wind is blowing. Okay, I think that's one good coverage. I'll let that dry and come back for coat 2. Well, I suppose I won't be doing all this on camera because in reading the directions, I have to allow this varnish to dry for 1 hour before I add another coat. Then what? Let's see. Recoat. I'll let it dry, then recoat after 2 hours. Let dry overnight. What? Okay, this is going to take a while. So let me do all that off camera, and I'll come back with what I'm going to do with the hardware. I had to pull out my magnifying glass, y'all, to read this fine print so I can get a better understanding of what's going on here. So what it's telling me is allow finish to dry, then recoat. Dries to the touch in 1 hour. Recoat after 2 hours. Let dry overnight before use. Okay. A minimum of 3 coats is recommended for maximum durability. And I'm going to do it every 2 hours till I get 4 coats. Gee whiz, it's going to be all day. But anyway, and anywho, in the meantime and in between time, I got to keep working. So I am going to do the visor and the trim. I don't know what this piece is called. I didn't look up my parts and whatnot, but this goes on the bottom of the helmet that I took off. So I have cleaned it with hot soapy water and then alcohol. And what I'm going to use, it's called rhinestone sheet. So I have this black rhinestone sheet and I cut strips. And this is like a 3SS rhinestone in the black. And so I cut strips of 4 rows of these rhinestones. Well, actually 4 rows I'm going to use for this. And I'm going to apply onto this trim. But then I cut rows of 3 strips for this visor. So I've already done the visor because I was trying to get an idea of what it was going to look like, how I was going to do it, yada, yada, yada. I think it turned out cute and nice, very nice. Just a little added touch, a little something. And what I used, it has an adhesive backing, but you know, it's not going to stick in the rain and this, that, and the other out in the elements. You have to prep your surface with a permanent adhesive. So I have this Gorilla Glue, this clear Gorilla Glue, and I put it on here and just let it sit to get tacky just for a few minutes. And then I applied this rhinestone strip on here. But what I'm seeing is that this is scratched up. You know, it's beat up like the helmet was beat up. So there's scratches and it's kind of dull. Trying to figure out how I'm going to restore this. I don't want to spray paint it with that UV Veritex, I don't think, because I don't want to coat the rhinestones, and then these have movable parts and I don't want those to get stuck. So I think I'm going to clean it with alcohol again, and I believe I'm going to try this dishwasher safe Mod Podge, because if it's dishwasher safe, that means water can be applied. So I'm going to give it several coats of this after I clean it up, I believe. Let's clean this bad boy up. I'm going to spray onto a cloth, not directly onto the visor. This 99% alcohol. I got Jamie with me today. I need his help. I truly do. So I'm just going to wipe this down really good. Get all the dust and fingerprints and whatnot off of it. I guess I should have on my gloves, but I'm just touching the rim of it, the edges. I want to get all these fine scratches and whatnot out of here so they're not so visible. Wow, that was dirty. You see that? Oh, maybe I need to do that again. Jeez. One more again. Let's see. I still got dirt off of it. All right. It's not going to take but a moment to dry. So I'm going to put the Mod Podge in this little cup container. Don't need much. I'm going to put it in here for easy access. And I'm sure that's enough. I'm going to use a soft brush in hopes not to get streaks or brush lines. Let me get a paper towel. Let's go. I'm going to put some on here, but I want to blot it because I don't want it thick on here. So I'm just going to tap it on the paper towel and let's see what happens. Go along the edges and pull the glue, the Mod Podge, up towards this edge. And then I'm going to let this dry and give it several coats. We're going to see what it looks like once it dries. I hope this works. Just trying to think out of the box as to what products to use for something that's going to be outside, out in the elements. Well, that was easy enough. me just go this way. Oh no. Let's let that dry. See, it's giving it a sheen. It looks better already. All right, I'll let that dry and we'll come back to that. 3 coats later and dry. It did wonders. It looks very good. So now I'm going to try this trimming. See how I'm going to work this out. So this open part is how it snaps up on top of the, underneath the helmet. And, oh, how am I going to do this? So I have my strips that I've cut. And I think I'm going to do 1 strip at a time. So what I'll do is use my Gorilla Glue. And what I have done with this glue is I took one of my paint brushes and I cut off part of the handle, and then I used the hot glue gun and I glued this paintbrush up in here so that I can control what I use rather than using the squeeze top. So let's see, how much am I going to need? I'll put glue on there this far. And I'm just putting a thin layer, and I want it to get tacky, and then I'll apply the rhinestone strip. It needs reinforcement. The strip needs reinforcement. I don't want it coming off with the weather, you know, in case she gets caught in the rain or whatever. I want it to be on here permanently. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let that sit just a few minutes to get a little tacky. And in the meantime, let me take my gloves off because I got to take that backing off. So let me put you on pause for like 2 minutes or so this can get tacky. Oops, let's rewind. I forgot that I had to dampen the surface before using this Gorilla Glue. So I've cleaned it off with alcohol, and we're going to start again. Let's see how this works. So I'm just going to just dampen it, I guess. We're going to see. Now let me get the Gorilla Glue and start again. I guess there's a reaction with water with this Gorilla Glue, I guess. I forgot. Okay, now let it get tacky for just a few minutes. Be right back. Hopefully it's tacky enough. I'm gonna peel the backing off of this rhinestone strip and get started. Okay. Behind the camera. So I'm gonna just place it right here, and it's still slippery. And what I'm going to do is use my clips. Trying to get it to the edge. So I'm going to clip this to hold it in place. This takes an hour to dry and then 24 hours to totally cure. Oh boy, it's slippery. Okay, so I am going to need these clips. Let me put this clip on here to hold that in place. Oh, it's real slippery. Okay, hold on. That ain't quite working. Wait a minute. Maybe I gotta lay it all the way down first. Telling you, trial and error. I'm learning as I go. And did I put it down far enough? I'm gonna have to put a little bit more. No, I did. I went all the way. Okay, let me flip it. Get it in place. Press it down. And put these clamps in place. And I'm just going back and forth so that as I put this pressure on here with these clamps that it doesn't slide one way or the other. So hopefully that'll help me balance it out. Put one more clamp on this end. Okay. I'm gonna have to let this dry for at least that hour before I do the next strip, because I don't want it to move. I'll be back. It's been an hour and this has dried. It's not cured, but it's dry. So that I can start the next strips. Let me show you what it's looking like. It's actually really pretty. So I'm going to start with the next strips. This circumference of this was 32 inches and my rhinestone sheet was only 9 inches by something. I don't remember, but 9 inches. So I cut 4 of these strips and I have 3 left. So I'm going to go ahead and do each section, get it completed, and just come back and show you when this is totally dry and finished. And once that's done and I let this cure and dry for 24 hours, then my next video, part number 6, should be the last video where I put it all together, where I put the whole helmet together, and should be done. Okay? So I'll be back after I complete all this. Hello, hello, it's another day. I have finished the visor, and I think I showed this to you already, with the rhinestone, little bling around the trim, the rim, the edge, and this trimming. The light is not good. Oh, there you go. I got the strip all the way around. So I am done. And guess what? I believe I'm going to do this all on this 5th video. Put it together. Let's see if we can do this without fumbling, without any problems. Well, it's not going to be that easy and that quick. I do have some more cleaning up to do. I don't know how to restore these. I'm just going to clean them. This is not in the description or the job to replace these. I'm just going to clean them up and try and make them shine. And then I will have to replace the inside here, and I need to clean this up and perhaps glue it. I am gonna just wipe it down real good with some soapy water and let that dry, and then we'll put this baby together. Okay, so first off, I'm going to clean this up with some alcohol, 99% alcohol. I do have fabric paint, but I don't think I'm doing all that. And I cleaned this inside once, but I'm gonna hit it again. Maybe I need some soapy water. Now I think I'm going to try and polish this up just a little bit to give it a shine. And I'm going to try some, it's a wax touch-up. We're going to see. Whoa. It's kind of like a stain, but it's waxy, or it's to make leather shine. Polish it up. Let's just see. I should have my gloves on. Let's see what this does. Definitely helps. Let me wipe the excess off. Brought it to life. And bring it up so you can see. That looks a lot better. It truly does. Okay, let me set this aside. Now this thing, I'm gonna take it over to the sink and scrub it up real good, and I'll be back. Yeah, I don't want to put nothing dirty in something that I've just done. I scrubbed this inside out real good, sprayed it down with some cleanser and disinfectant, and it looks a lot better. So I've got to let this dry. But what I'm going to do in the meantime, you know, I know this goes on the inside and it won't be seen, but I can't deal with this here tape. I got to take this off and put some fresh tape on here. So let me do that, and I'll be back once again. I got that nasty tape off of here and clean this up to the best of my ability. I tell you, man, if I could get you see how they make these things? I had no idea how these helmets were made, and the cost that they charge these motorcycle riders for these helmets is astronomical. This is freaking compressed styrofoam. They got a piece of material, it's glued, but then that was tape. That was like Packers tape all the way around here. You know, they make the little inside with the material, and if I could get this part and this part, I'd be in business. But I'm just talking. I ain't doing all that. But I'm just shocked at how these things are made, and they DOT certified. Okay, with styrofoam in that helmet. So it looks like they use packing tape. That's what I took off this thing. I'm just gonna go around this again with some packing tape. I reckon. I hope it's dry enough and sticks. Yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. Absolutely. Wow. This is a trip. I'm gonna get this on here, and then so I peeled off like it was glue here. Wow, looked like hot glue. I was just able to peel it off right here, and I didn't peel it off anywhere else. But is that how they attach this thing? Okay, I'm gonna see. I got my hot glue gun heating up to see how to put this in here into the helmet part. And if that's all it takes is some hot glue, that's what we're gonna do. So let's see. This is the front. So this is for the vent. These holes here, they go all the way through, and I guess they get air inside the helmet for the head. Let me just fit this in here and see. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna put. I gotta cut that string off. You know, I have a little P with strings. I can't. Okay. I'm gonna let me pull it out. I'm gonna put some glue on here. They had it on the back end. Hold on. And I'm gonna put a little more than what they had. They had just like 2 inches, a little strip. So let's see. And I hope to do this without getting it on my outside of my helmet. Come on, glue. Okay, I'm gonna push it down in here. Ooh, oh. Let's push it down. Lord, is that all they do? Okay, we're gonna let that glue dry. I'm gonna give it a little pressure. Oh boy. Or should I have, oh, it's too late. Should I have put that trim on first? I don't know. Well, I didn't, so we get ready to put the trim on. Yeah, I would think the trim goes on afterwards. Okay, let's see how to do this. So it just should snap on. Now, this wasn't glued or anything. It came right off when I took it off. So there's a little divot right here. And I'm going to start with this end and just push it down. I'm not sure if I should be putting some glue on this or not. They didn't have any. Let me see. Go back on real easy. Okay, let me just put some pressure on it. Make sure it's all the way down. And it doesn't quite come together in the back. It might. Let me push it down all the way around. Just to make sure it's on here good. Oh yeah. Okay, look at there. That's nice. All right, now let's adjust this and snap it on here. Oh, I gotta take that off, don't I? I sure do. Let's see. Let me take that. That's that tape from the very beginning. I'm gonna wipe that down with some alcohol. Oh, those vents open and close. Look at there. I guess that's why it's called a vent. Okay. Just clean it up real good. Okay, open the vents back up. Cool. All right, now I'm gonna see if I can get this visor on. Let's see. I'm gonna put the middle one on. I'm trying to line. That should be there. Pull this down a little bit. These slide. Okay, we're getting there. Hold on. Okay, everybody, are you ready? I did some things and stuff off camera. Just gonna go all the way around. Try and have this in the camera so you can see. I freshened that up, that vent, because it was dull. So I put a shine to that. I cleaned it up and put a shine to it. And then what I did with these, whatever this part of the helmet, I couldn't handle it because this was all dull and washed out from the sun or whatever. So I have some fabric paint, and I did that on both sides to bring it out a little more. Look a little better. It's darker. And you can tell the difference because I didn't do the inside. So you can see how dark that is. And then if I flip it, you see how it's gray? But I did that. And I am, guess what? Guess what, y'all? I am done. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. I'm so glad to be done. I'm so glad to be done. Give me 2 thumbs up if you could. You can't do that. Give me a thumbs up. Share this out. Tell me what you think. Leave some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you who have taken the time out of your busy day to watch all of these videos, 5 in total. At least I didn't make it 6. I condensed this into 1. It's a little longer than the others, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to take it outside and we don't have too much sun, but it's brighter outside, and put it on a spinner so you can see it in its entirety a little better. And I'm all done. I will be all done. Hold on. Hold on again. I hope this lighting is a little better so that you can see. I don't know, it's not too bright. Not too bright out here, but it's still nice. Just wanted to curl it all the way around for you so you can see the finale, the finished product. Ooh, baby, yes. How you like that? Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Once again, I thank you. I appreciate you. This was a trial and error journey, an adventure. Interesting. I learned a lot. I hope you learned something too. You know what to do. Oh, you can only do one. Please and thank you. Share me out. All that good stuff. Peace and love. I'm going to try maybe to put all these together, all these 5 short videos together to create one. I don't know if I can do that because I don't know how to pull them out of YouTube. And of course I've deleted each one. So I'm going to try and figure that out. If not, you'll have to watch. People will have to watch or choose if they choose to. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the finale, part 5, which I thought was going to be 6 parts, but I put all this together. And I'm babbling, so let me get off of here and see you next time, okay? Love ya, and I'm out.